RFK Jr. has flip-flopped so many positions. He's gone from being a Democrat to being a Republican, from being pro-women's bodily autonomy to being against women's bodily autonomy, to now shifting his positions on vaccines. It's hard to emphasize how very anti-vaccine RFK Jr. has been over the years, literally going to the point of not just saying that they cause illness and that there's some sort of conspiracy by the government to make people sick, but also that, like, illnesses themselves are curtailed specifically for particular racial groups, like the whole thing. He has definitely been against it, so much so that he makes money through a company that makes anti-vaccine onesies. So you can put your baby in a onesie that, I guess, advertises to other babies how it's American to die of the measles. So what's going on? Well, we know that RFK Jr. literally is the same guy who had called the Trump campaign to offer his endorsement when he knew that he was stepping out of the race, but also he called the Harris campaign. He called both of them. He offered both Trump and Harris his endorsements. And he was just going to see which one was willing to offer him a position in the cabinet. That's all he wanted. Anyone who's willing to do that is clearly someone who is really just in it for a position of power. They're just in it for the money. They're in it for their position of power. And it could have gone, presumably, either way. Harris just declined. So the question becomes, well, why are senators falling for this? How dumb are senators, right? That he's said all of this stuff in the past and done all of this stuff in the past, and now you have all of these Republican senators and you have all of these pundits coming out and saying, listen, people can change their mind. He's grown. He's learned. He's been with the stupid Democrats, and now he's with us, right? Like, okay, sure. I guess that's entirely possible. Yeah, we all grow. We all change. We all learn. I love that for RFK. The problem is wow, it seems like a lot of it's happening right at his confirmation hearing. And so you go, well, do the senators really believe this? Do they really believe that this person no longer stands for the things that they spent, the last decade fighting and arguing and publishing and making money off of? No, of course they don't. The senators are not stupid enough to believe that this person has actually changed their position, because obviously all you have to do is look at the history of what people have done to really get a sense of who they are. Like, what have they been saying, not just now, but over the years, and doing and making their money from. Like, that gives us a better sense of who they really are. But when they change their tune during the hearing, just like the Supreme Court justices, oh no, abortion's settled law, we can't get involved in that. Well, then what the senators can do is they can go back to their constituents and say, oh no, see, this person isn't against this thing that you're for, right? This person isn't going to make these changes that you're afraid of. Oh, and they deceived me when they shift. Oh, no.